Guys, make sure you're following us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
It massively helps us out. Enjoy the episode.
So obviously, speaking of the YouTube channel, absolutely firing at the moment.
We love it, by the way.
What made you start it?
Yeah, the initial idea came about in lockdown where I just wanted to, because I was doing loads of stuff in the garden with the kids. Like, we live in the middle of a farm, basically.
Yeah.
It's just acres of land everywhere. And I just wanted to show a load of stuff that we were doing to keep our kids occupied. So like my kids are, now they're 12 and 13, but at the time they're like 11 and 12, 10 or 11.
Yeah.
And I was doing so much stuff in there. I said, weather was banging. Do you remember
Yeah,
lockdown?
oh, mate, the first lockdown.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
That's when everyone took to running 5Ks. And
Mate, if I could go back now to lockdown like that, I would be gone.
I've talked about that so many times.
Time of my life,
Really?
honestly. The time of my life.
I loved it as well.
loved
just
it.
because you had so much time to
So
be
much
yourself
to
and
do. Like, yeah, the house was clean, top to bottom, sorted out, cupboards clean.
It was a weird amount of time you got to yourself.
I know.
Yeah.
It was amazing, wasn't
Yeah.
it? It was absolutely amazing. So I absolutely buzzed. So like I said, I was doing stuff in the garden with the kids. Like, I was setting up assault courses. I was doing, it was like
So
Krypton
cool.
Factor or something.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
if you remember
yeah.
Krypton Factor, but it was like that, like cargo nets and stuff. We were pulling the nets off the goal and like pinning them down to use as cargo
that's
nets and
sick.
stuff. It was wicked. I was spray painting on the grass.
Tough mudder.
So it was it was wicked. So and I was like, maybe it'd be cool if I could just show people how to entertain their kids,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. But then we obviously, like, Project Restart had happened, went back to football, and that obviously takes precedence. So unfortunately we got relegated, but then in the couple of weeks we had off before the season started again, the championship season, I just thought maybe I should just start doing it, set up a YouTube channel and just start doing a few football vlogs. Like, I had no idea what I was going to do at first. It was just mainly just show you a little bit behind the scenes, how
Yeah.
it works, how Project Restart would look like, kind of thing. Like what COVID looks like
Yeah.
in modern times in football. And then one time I just thought, do you know what? Should I just stick the GoPro in my goal? I didn't ask anybody. It's
Didn't ask
naughty.
anyone?
It's proper
Rest
naughty,
is
yeah.
history.
Because there's so many copyright laws.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
you've got, anybody in YouTube would know this. The
Yeah.
copyright laws on stuff, especially
think-
football content.
Mate, I've been done.
But is it
hard.
for sure.
Is
A
it
lot
not
of
okay
times.
because it goes out way after the live content?
No,
though?
it doesn't matter.
All
You're
the rights
still not
belong
allowed to
to you.
show any actual match footage, all right? Nothing,
Yeah,
right?
nothing.
But the fact that it was COVID and it was lockdown still, and there's not really much football on, there was football on telly, but people
Yeah.
were just craving something new, weren't they?
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
The lengths people were going to put content out was incredible. Like BBC getting like Lineker and all of them to do like top 10 players. Do you remember all that stuff?
Yeah,
I think they're
Mad.
they're still chucking them out, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet. But like, that's what I mean. Like, I think so because there was people just craving content, and it was a championship, and it was a good look story. Every video was a good look story, and it all felt nice. And that they were just like, no, we'll just keep this running. But I tell you that the way that it came about, where it got really exposed, and how I had to just like basically agree a contract with the EFL and Sky Sports, who were brilliant, by the way. They were fantastic. One day I got a call from the club, one of the Watford like club secretary or something, saying that the Daily Mail have been in touch, right? And I was like, okay. And they were like, they're saying that you're not allowed to put this GoPro in the goal because it's against the laws of
Give
whatever.
over.
And I was like, oh, come on,
Daily
don't
Mail
be like that.
fishing.
So I was like, I'll tell you what, give me his number, I'll give him a ring, yeah? Cool. Yeah, sweet as a nut, so I gave him a ring, and he was a sound bloke, like, wicked, like, yeah, oh, I totally understand, I know what you're doing. I was like, it's great, it lets the fans see it,
Yeah.
like, you're bored at home. Like,
Absolutely.
yeah, totally agree. Literally that night, Daily Mail story, Foster shouldn't be doing this. And I'm thinking, mate,
Like,
I had a world-class conversation with him earlier, and
they've
he's
been
just got to do
exposed.
that.
Mate, that is the
Unbelievable.
Daily Mail through and through.
Mate, unbelievable, yeah. So, but to be fair, that probably actually helped me, to be fair, because
Yeah.
from that moment on, Sky Sports and EFL and me, we got together and we said, right, can we just carry on doing it to the end of the season? We'll draft up a contract or something like that. Boom, signed, sealed.
Did they do that because they'd seen on your YouTube channel originally what you could offer in terms of?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
because
Positive
like I said,
feedback.
I've been in football 20 years. I
Yeah.
know exactly what I can and can't show, and I know how to make it look good. It's always edited really nicely, even though we've got Will Hughes like potty mouth swearing. You'd blur it, you know what I mean? You'd pixelate his mouth, you'd blur the swearing,
Yeah.
and like the amount of kids that were watching was outrageous. It was
Yeah.
incredible, sort of thing. So yeah, they were happy to keep it going.
I feel like everyone turned into a Watford fan during that time.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it was incredible. Well,
Yeah,
you
so
literally
cool.
are a Watford fan now. Well, now you find yourself in the Premier League.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's a lot tighter.
Oh wow,
Mate.
like wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, like GoPro in the goal, like they're like, no, listen. Apparently, there's a rule change at the end of this season where there's a little bit more flexibility. Like the contract that they signed, or something, I can't remember exactly the words to what effect was. The contract they signed runs out at the end of the season, which gives players a little bit more flexibility with what they can show and when they can show it and all that
Is
kind of
that
stuff.
down to you?
if I want to do it,
No.
that's literally one of the big rules. That's one of their rules.
I mean, the fact that they are reassessing
Maybe.
that regulation is down to
I
Ben
don't know.
Foster.
I don't know. But
I think you've got to take a bit of credit for that. Surely.
I don't know. Either way, all I know is that I can't put any GoPro in the goal for this season. So my guidelines are basically for an hour and a half before kickoff and half an hour after kickoff, I am not allowed to show any content. I'm not
Hour and a
allowed
half
to show
before
any,
kickoff.
yeah, I'm not allowed to show dressing room or anything. And it's like,
Oh my
this
word.
kinda, and this is only at the minute though, because there's like there's basically, it's, I don't know how to describe it, it's like a code red thing where there's no press or media is allowed in the changing rooms an hour and a half before kickoff because of like COVID regs.
Yeah.
So like they want to minimize the amount of people that go in there, for example.
Yeah, makes sense.
So they said basically because they're not allowed access, I'm not allowed access.
Right.
Which I can understand, but again, yeah, I'm a bit like, ugh. But no, do you know what? We make it work either way. We do. We make it work. I'll show you all the other stuff, all the going on behind the scenes. And like I say, once that half an hour has expired after the game,
Yeah.
like you say,
back in
I want to
action.
see if I can grab some players and stuff like that, and just get a little bit of a post-match match reaction or something like that. That'd be cool.
Well, that's what I hope. I hope that when this contract or thing at the end of the season does change, I hope it benefits the players because I want to.
sure.
I want to see.
Yeah.
Mate, I want to see more people doing this. Like,
Yeah.
There's a change in paradigm as well towards people enjoying more content online as opposed to just like only getting their Saturday 3
Well,
PM
we've got
football.
Will Troost-Ekong at Watford. He's just started.
I know. I
isn't
just,
he?
Yeah,
I
we
just
were
saw it.
speaking about it.
Yeah.
It is incredible. Like
Natural as well.
He showed me some of the footage, like because he's going to do it when he's away with Nigeria on international
That's
duty.
cool. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
Mate, some of the footage is bonkers. It is
Really?
bonkers. Like it's his access. He's a captain of Nigeria. Yeah,
Right, yeah.
Nigeria is massive, right?
Yeah.
The pull he's got is incredible, right? So if he wants to bowl around with his GoPro, going, no, I'm going to show. Mate, they let him. All
Yeah,
right?
the fact that he's captain as well. Like, no one's gonna be like,
No,
oh, don't do
But
this, don't do that.
But people in those positions being the ones to change it is actually only going to help.
Exactly.
The
Break the
structure of
barriers
how-
a little
yeah,
bit. 'Cause-
absolutely.
So like he said, so when I first started doing it, okay, I was pulling the camera out and like, imagine you're a couple of my teammates, you would literally go, what are you doing?
Yeah, 100%. Of
Why are
course.
you videoing me?
You still get that sometimes in like the YouTube circle. It's like,
For
oh,
sure.
come on, man, let's just
Yeah.
enjoy
can we just
what
have
we're
a nice
doing.
time? Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Well, yeah, I get that a bit as well. I don't care. I'm going, yeah, whatever. I don't care. I need to make a vlog, all right? But yeah, like at first, they were genuinely like, stop filming me, stop filming me. And then they start to see what the videos are and how they look and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
but
then-
you'd never paint your mates in a...
No,
well, unless, of course, it was like
exactly,
funny.
At
and
first, though, you
intentional.
never know, do you?
Yeah,
You just never
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
So they see what the videos are and how they look and stuff like that, and then you actually get people start to play up to them, like Will Hughes, for
yeah,
example.
of
and
course.
that. So like Will took his he borrowed one of my GoPros to take away with him to Nigeria, and he said straight away because like he said the lads have seen your videos, they watched the cycling
They wanna
GK.
be in it.
He says they know what it is.
Yeah.
So he said all I had to say was, I'm going to just do match vlogs, like a bit like what Ben does with Cycling GK. So he said straight away the lads were just all over it.
That's so good.
All
That's
over
so
it.
good.
I saw in one of your videos that you were on FaceTime to Soyuncu, and he was like, oh, I enjoy watching your YouTube. Who's the craziest person that's turned around and been like, I really enjoy watching your vlogs?
Mate, this is some time and a half, by the way. So, right, literally, like, so Ozan Turfan, is a Turkish player for us.
Yeah.
He is massive. In Turkey, he is massive, right?
Really?
So, just going on FaceTime to Soyuncu and saying, you're a big fan of Cycling GK?
Yeah.
And he's like, yes. Like, the spread from that was outrageous.
Really?
The amount of, like, Turkish outlets that were tagging me in Twitter, like...
Oh, mad.
Basically, like, it's like Sky
Big time in
Sports.
Turkey.
Yeah, like, big, like, basically, Sky Sports in Turkey tagging me in it. They've got like 10 mil followers, all this, tagging me in, blah, blah, blah. Go watch his video, all that kind of stuff. So Ozan, obviously big name in Turkey, he must know everybody in Turkey because he was like, he pulled me the next few days and he said like loads of people are tagging me in with it, blah, blah. And he was like, oh, I even had Mesut Özil text me the other day.
No way.
Yeah, he said, so Mesut texted me saying, I see you've settled in really well with in England, obviously, and then sent a screenshot basically of him on my Cycling GK thing.
No
so
way.
I was like, oh my God, this is amazing.
That is so sick.
So on this weekend's vlog that I've got coming out, all right, I literally pull Ozan and I'm like, tell me about the player who texts you. And he's like, yeah, Mesut Özil. I'm like, this is
No
incredible. I'm
way.
buzzing. But then, right, we had a team meeting like 5 minutes after that, right? I rushed inside, put my camera in. I'm coming out. He's on FaceTime to Mesut Özil. Mate, I'm fuming
But
because
that's
I haven't got my camera, so I can't video it, right?
Oh, you need
So-
like a phone or something like...
Mate, I had nothing on
Oh,
me. I
hold
was
the
phone, hold the
heartbroken.
phone.
It's like,
I
guys,
know.
no, guys, it did happen. It did
I
happen.
swear it happened, right? Like, I was like, oh my God, we've got a meeting. Oh my God. I was like, warn me, all right?
Yeah.
If you're going to FaceTime Mesut, warn me, okay?